Alrighty, let's all stand. We're going to start standing up today. Happy Friday. All right, go ahead and roll the shoulders up. Exhale, roll them down. Good, inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, down. All right, just move in this way, feeling, like noticing the shoulder blades move up and down your back. Breaking up all kind of that tension in the traps, the neck. Make sure you're breathing, and then notice if there's any kind of crunching in your muscles. That's totally normal. All right, and then from here, interlace the hands behind you. Inhale, chest expansion. Right away, just breathe. On the exhale, take your hands over to the left hip, and then bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Fridays are usually a really good day to kind of try to unwind the neck. And then from here, start to angle your chin down so that you're kind of breaking up, again, any of that tension through the right side neck. And then remember to clasp the hands firmly as you angle your chin down and left. Nice. Good. And then other side, just stay here, but then take your chin to the left shoulder. So look past your left shoulder here. Good. And then release to center. Breathe in. Release the hands. Exhale, back bend. Good. Inhale, upright your spine. And then interlace the other forefinger on top. So just switch the grip. Take your fists to the right side, your little interlace. And then from here, just start to take your right ear to the right shoulder. And then as you do this, just try to relax through your right shoulder. And then breathing into the neck area. And really trying to feel the sensation there through the neck. Good, and then keep the hand position. Start to tilt the chin down and to the right. And then you'll really notice that all along here, just like the traps, the neck, all those muscles. Still clasping the hands tight. On the inhale, upright, and then just look over that right shoulder if you can. Look over towards the left shoulder. Breathe. All right, and then inhale, center. Interlace hands behind you, lift. On the exhale, forward fold all the way down. And then just let yourself hang heavy upside down. Start to move your hands side to side, your hips side to side, stretching out through the shoulders and your hamstrings. Then hold steady here, just breathe through center. Very good. And then inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins. Lift your chest, engage your core. On the exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Right, in your down dog, really lift your thighs, lift your quads. Yeah, hug your ribs in, spread your fingers, wrap your triceps back and down. And then feel kind of this expansion underneath the underarms. Little bit of a hug of the lower core here in your down dog. and you really want to form that upside down V shape as you scoop your ribs in and you expand through the back body. A few more breaths in your down dog. Lower your knees. Inhale for cow pose. Untuck your toes, lift. And then exhale, round yourself for cat. And in your cat pose, I'd like you to cross your arms. And then just make sure you're not at the elbow joints. And press kind of the earth away around your back here. Move your neck side to side if that feels good. And then inhale for cow, regular hand position, parallel your hands away from each other. On the exhale, cat. And then this time interlace your forearms, but the other one is on top. And then move side to side here, getting into the mid-back region. It's kind of like an unnatural position for your forearms, but just kind of breathe through it. And then take the hands down to neutral, uncross them, inhale for cow. Exhale all the way down for puppy pose. And starting kind of these big warm-up poses for your body, for your spine, your back. Breathe here, just settle, forehead to the mat. One more breath, inch the fingers a little forward. On the inhale, get really low as you can, and then rise forward into your cobra pose, all the way up. So peel the chest. Look right and look left. Do this a few more times, right and left. Exhale, lower down. Chest touches the floor. Tuck your toes. Inhale, move your hands back to the rib cage and press up. Plank pose. So stack your body in your plank. You might need to move your hands and your feet. And then hold here. Yes, keep energizing through your quads. Hug your glutes in. Squeeze an imaginary block in between your thighs. Relax your face, relax your jaw. One more breath. If you're just joining us, take your time. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Ripple your spine back up. 5 breaths in down dog. Three more. Good. Lower your knees. Go onto the forearms. Inhale, baby cow pose. Lift your chest. And then tilt the tailbone up. Exhale, round and curl all the way until your chin tucks into your chest. Just try to make that happen. Good. Inhale, lift for cow, and still warming up the spine here. Next, exhale, round for cat. This usually feels really good. If you stack your shoulders over your elbows, that'll feel nice. Let your neck have this release. We hold so much kind of weight through our neck and our head throughout the day, so just kind of let go here. Inhale, baby cow pose, lift, look up. Good, and exhale, round. And then here, just stay in this pose, kind of feeling that inversion feeling. Hug your lower abs up and in. Inhale, forearm plank. Slide your legs back. Tuck your glutes down towards the heels. And then lift your knees off the floor if they're not already. Feel the strength in the lats. Don't be afraid to lower the pelvis. You got this. Keep breathing. Bring some strength into the shoulders and into the core. One last breath. Lower the knees. Rise up onto the fingertips. Inhale, cow pose with the fingertips. Exhale, round. A few more. Walk your knees forward if you need. Inhale for cow. Exhale, round for cat. This next inhale, plank. And then on the next exhale, right leg high. Inhale, bend your right knee and then start to circle out that pose. Just feeling some freedom here through the right hip. Right leg extends all the way back. Feel your strength. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Good. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Yes, hold strong. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. And then shoot your right leg out to the left side of your mat. Falling star. Tilt your pelvis up to the sky. Think of side plank with your right arm. Hold yourself really strong here. Good. Exhale. Hands down. Right leg all the way up. Scorpion your dog. Just one more breath. And then exhale. Back to down dog. Lower the knees if you need a reset. Otherwise, inhale the left leg up. Exhale, bend your knee. Start to circle through that hip. All the while, just notice how much arm strength you're building here. Shoulders, back. Those muscles that support your spine, you're really, really strengthening here. Inhale the left leg all the way back. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Nice. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Try to touch. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Hold. Release the left leg. Turn the right toes out. And then falling star. Support yourself. You can always lower the knee here. The right knee or the left knee. Good. Lift your hips. One more breath. Exhale, right hand down. Rotate. Left leg up and scorpion the leg. Bend the knee. Good. Slowly release your feet. Lower the knees. Inhale, rise up with your shins on the floor, arms up. And exhale into camel pose. Really liking that transition lately. Open up through the chest. Pin the shoulder blades back. Parallel your elbows back. Exhale, hands to the ground. And then flip your palms to face up here. Inhale for cow pose, lift. Exhale, round. So stretching your wrists, we're gonna add on. Inhale, lift. And exhale, curl in. Plant your hands. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees. So now you're balancing your tabletop. Full breath in. Crouch all the way back. And then jump forward into your frog pose. So sit down. You can give your wrists a little bit more of a stretch. Frog pose is so lovely after a long week, just really getting into those hips. Lift your sternum forward. Look straight ahead. And then exhale, wide-legged forward fold, hips up and fold. So bend your knees, let your chest touch your thighs if that feels good. Shake your head yes, shake it no, just let something go here. Try to relax. And then place your left hand to the ground in the middle of your mat. Bend your left knee, inhale the right arm high. Then when you do this, you're going to start to rotate the hand back. So take the arms back. Inhale forward. Yeah, so just finding some mobility here through your shoulder. And then from here, bring the right hand forward. Back. Maintain the twist if you can. You can always turn your left fingers out to the left. Yeah, so just kind of moving the energy through your body. We hold a lot of tension in the underarms. And fold. Good. Right hand down to the center, bend your right knee. Inhale the left arm high. Try to maintain your twist. Windmill the hand, left hand back. Bring it forward and back. So if you find it difficult to keep that right elbow straight, just bend it. And then notice, where is the constriction in the movement? Do you feel a constriction in your low back? Is it in the arm? Or maybe you feel really open. Good. And then other side. So start, or rather other direction. Start to rotate the hand forward. Okay, really paying attention to any stickiness in the motion. One last. Exhale, fold. Good. This time, interlace the hands behind your head as you fold forward. Get really heavy. And I'd hope to let you visualize just really relaxing your skull and your neck. And letting most of the weight be on your head, or rather on your feet, excuse me. One more breath. Exhale, release the hands. And then inhale, walk the feet together. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees if you need. Right? No worries if your legs aren't straight here. Hold on to the backs of your feet if you can. Fold in half. Good. One more breath. And then inhale, rise straight up into your chair pose. Let your hips be the furthest point back behind you. Notice the activation of your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings. And then swim the arms behind you. Thumbs face down. Open up your chest here. Inhale, bring the arms up. And then exhale, swim the hands back. Ribs in. Yeah, so try to send the tailbone back, but hug the ribs. Lots of core here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swim back. We're going to do this a few more times. Really try to find this rib cage to be hugged in. Inhale, arms up, especially here in chair. Exhale, back. Sit a little deeper if you have access. And then inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands back. Still hugging the ribs. Last one, inhale, chair. You got this. And stand all the way up to straight. Interlace the hands, ribs in, take a side bend to the right. Inhale, center. Side bend left. Inhale, center. Exhale, supported back bend. Hold on to your lower back. your sacrum or your glutes. Inhale, sit down into your chair. And then right away we'll get into our eagle pose. So take the right hand underneath, cross. Remember when we were on the floor, we did that cross position with our hands? Good. Then take the right knee up and over. Start to sit the hips back. And then hug your knees to the center line. So really finding a strong upright position here. Feel all into the back stretch, your neck, even if you want to tuck the chin. Okay, inhale, release the arms, keep the legs. On the exhale, fold forward, hands to the ground, and then unwind your right leg high for standing splits. And please tuck the chin here if you can. Send your right hip down so that the hips are squared down. Very good. Release the right foot all the way back. Find your pyramid pose. So push the hips back, push the hands into the floor. Keep breathing here. Try to even out your hips. You can scoot your right foot out to the side a little bit. Widen your stance. Orient your belly button to face down still. Yes, and then inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, plant your right hand onto the blocker floor. Inhale the left arm high for your revolved triangle pose. Remember the rotations we did with the shoulders? This will really help open up in this pose. Anchor down your right heel. Good, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. For warrior one, just separate the hands and then have the hands stacked over the shoulders so that you really feel your strength here. Ribs in, lower core hugged in. Good, hands to the ground, standing splits right back where we were. You have a few options here. You can stay in standing splits. You can play with some handstand hops. Right, so just practice a few or just hold and breathe, right? So here for a few breaths. And then your release is feet down to the floor and right back into your chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, left side, left arm underneath. When you're ready, inhale the left leg up and over. Find your eagle pose. This one's really nice for wrapping and then fresh blood flow because you're constricting, and then once you release, you just get that really nice circulation. Focus forward, elbows, knees, forearms. Use your core strength here. Release the hands. Inhale, look up. And then exhale, hands down. Let go of the legs. Start to unwind. Left leg up into your standing splits. Tuck the chin here. Point your right kneecap forward if you can. And then try to strengthen yourself by hugging your right side hip bone up using your core. Don't worry about the left leg, how high it is. Just think of lifting your right side core side up. Good, one more breath. Exhale, left foot all the way back into your pyramid. So think of your hands being even in front of your foot if possible, so that you're elongating your right leg as much as you can. If you're really tall and you have longer limbs, it'll be quite nice to just stretch out front and back here. Hold this for another few breaths, settle into that stretch. And then get ready, inhale, halfway lift. Then on the exhale, secure your left hand where you want it, and then inhale, right hand high for your revolved triangle pose. Okay, and then try to stack your wingspan, one on top of the other, and then keep hugging your right hip back and in towards the midline, so you're super strong here. Left heel presses down. Try not to let it lift unless you need to for your low back. Pay attention to how your hamstrings are feeling, to how your breath is going. Good. And then slowly release the right hand down. Inhale, warrior one pose. And then keep training your belly button to hug in, your tailbone to lengthen down to the floor, your right knee to descend forward. Good. One more breath. Exhale, hands to the ground, standing splits. Left leg high. All right, now you can take your handstand, or you can just kind of play with your standing splits, just feeling out your spine. You are going to take handstand, really try to stack your shoulders already over the wrists. Bend your right knee for a little bit more hamstring stretch, or rather release, because sometimes if your hamstrings are tight, that's going to hold you back from getting higher up. And then you can always find a safe exit out of it. One more breath, everyone. Exhale, feet on the floor. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to heart. You're going to move on with more balancing. Take your hands behind you. Inhale, chest expansion. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. All right, and then take your hands to your low back. Bend your knees. Inhale, rise up with a right knee up. And exhale to a figure four with your hands tucked back behind you. Good. We did this earlier. Take your hands, place them to your right hip. And then kind of notice the difference in the balance when you do this. Sit a little further back. And then inhale, stay in figure four, swim the arms back, and then take your hands to the left side of your hip and look over to the right shoulder. That might shift your balance. You might fall out, but that's kind of the challenge here, is shifting that gaze. Good. Stand up straight. One last thing here, take a hold of your right foot, place it up to a half lotus, and then just stand here, strong. Breathe. And release. And let the feet go. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, standing back bend here. Inhale up. Interlace your hands and exhale, forward fold again. Widen your legs if you need. Good, and then just start to let go of the head again once more. Let go of your neck and your shoulders. And keep your hands to the low back. Maybe you want to have the other forefinger on top. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend your knees. And then your next inhale, rise all the way up with the left leg, left knee. And then exhale into your figure four with your hands at your low back. Sometimes this is a little bit more challenging because usually we have our hands to our heart here. You can even stretch the shoulders back if that feels nicer, so straightening out the elbows. But really find this difference in the figure four sensation with your hands pulled back. Tuck the chin a little bit. Sit up, sit into the inner thighs. Good. And then from here, take your hands to the left side of your hip. If you find that it's really tough to balance right now, you can kickstand your right toe to the ground like this. Right, so. And then inhale, take the hands to the right, and then start to shift your gaze over to the left. Remember to keep your ribs hugged in here. Use that core strength. Nice. Unwind your hands. Take a hold of your left ankle and then just stand up straight. Oh, if you fall out, no worries. And then take your left foot into your half lotus and then just stand here. Yeah, feel a little bit of a bend in the right knee for more support. Slowly release, take the hands to the side, so the low back, and then find a standing back bend once more. Exhale, hands down through the back of the legs and fold. This time hold onto your ankles. Sway your hips side to side. Just free up your low back, your mid back. We're gonna add on. So from here, inhale, rise up. Ribs in, take a side bend to the right. Inhale up, side bend to the left. All right, and then from here, hands to your hips. Take a hold of your right foot, place it into tree. Bring the arms overhead. And press your left inner thigh straight back into your foot. Calm your breath here. Nice. And then use your right hand, take a hold of the inside of the right foot. Shift the left fingers forward for bow pose. Bend your right elbow and start to kick the right leg up and back. Really press into the inside of the left foot for more balance. To reset, you can always rise up and go back. Good. Inhale, feet down to the floor, lift the arms. Exhale, back bend. So we're just over here training some strength into the ankles. Hands to heart. Good. Other side. Pick up your left foot into your tree pose. Find your balance point. Have that tall posture. When you're standing up straight, it's really easy to breathe. So find that steady breath in from the spine all the way up. If you wish to bring the arms up overhead, you may. All right, and then left hand takes a hold of the inside of the left foot on the exhale into your bow pose. Find that tipping point forward. Find a steady gaze. Nice, right back up slowly and release. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Adding on, place your left hand down to the floor. Inhale the right hand high. So notice how much more space you have now. And then very nice, slowly in this pose, bend the right knee, lift the left leg. So you're in revolved half moon now. We'll be back there later. Hands and feet on the floor. Inhale, sit down into your frog, lift. And then exhale, back up, hips up. This time, right hand to the floor. Inhale, lift the left arm. No rush, just stay here. Experience kind of the openness now through the spine and the back, the twist. And then bend your left knee, please. Slowly lift the right leg up. You have to make sure you have enough leverage into getting into the twist, into your revolved half moon. Steady breaths, you guys. Good. Exhale, hands, feet, and then hips down into your frog. Take a rest here, just for a moment. Roll the wrists if needed. Good. And an open twist over to the right. And think of trying to open up more space through that right underarm. Exhale, center, and then other side, left arm up. Again, release tension. Hips, left underarm. Exhale down. Awesome. Then we're going to add on. Lift your hips up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. So we're just creating the same shape. So place your right foot to the center. Inhale the left leg up, standing splits. Tuck the chin, just relax the neck again. All right, bend your right knee. And then hold on to your left foot here, into your revolved half moon with that Chopasana leg variation. So just breathe. Another variation is you can always do this on your knee. Release the standing splits, tuck the chin, and crouch and curl. Both legs bend here, both knees bend. Intermission, lift your arms and go for your toe stand. Lots of core strength, lots of ankle strength, arms up. Stack your spine. And forward fold. Place your left foot in the center. Inhale the right leg up. Standing splits. Tuck your chin. Lower the right hip a bit. Bend your left knee. On the inhale, take a hold of your right foot, this time with your left hand. You guys, exhale, release standing splits. Take a moment, and then feet together into your crouch and curl. Knees into the chest, round into forehead into your knee. And then lower the knees to your hip height. Lift the arms into your toe stand. send the arms up. Exhale, crow pose or frog. And then send it all the way back to your downward facing dog, hips all the way back. And add a little bit more on. Start with the left leg. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step through. And inhale, warrior two here. So we did a lot of bouncing forward and back. Now we're going to try to open up hips a little more. Okay, from here, turn into warrior two to face the right side, so right knee. Expand your chest. Feel out your pelvis. Take your hands to your hips, keep the right leg as is, turn the left leg out into your goddess pose. Yeah, ribs in, arms forward, side, or up, or hands to heart. Really channel your strength here. Okay, warrior two to the left leg, to the front. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, please. Feel free to take a half bind or a full bind here. Inhale, reverse triangle, lift. On the exhale, triangle pose. Yes, you guys keep hugging the ribs in. And exhale, fold forward into your wide-legged fold. Feel free to let the head descend all the way down to the floor. If your head touches the ground, you can try for a tripod headstand or a supported headstand. Other options you can do here, kind of feeling into that inner thighs, into your skandasana. Settling into more twisting, if that feels good. Whatever you need here. Take your hands to your hips. Inhale, rise. Turn your toes out, heels in, and sit again into your goddess pose. Breathe. Arms open, arms up, or hands to heart. And tuck your glutes under a little bit more. Open up through the thighs. Nice. Inhale, rise up, star pose. Exhale, warrior two to the left. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, chaturanga or down dog, yogi's choice, handstands, anything else that you'd like. And then from here, 5 breaths in down dog. Two more breaths in down dog. And then inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, warrior two. And at this point, legs are probably pretty shaky. Just breathe into it. You're forming strength there through your muscles. Continuing to strengthen your mind with what you can do physically. Keep making your adjustments in your warrior two. Yes, very good. All right, from here, warrior two to the left. Turn your right toes in, send the left toes out. We've been there before, so feels a bit more familiar. Keep straightening out through that right leg. And then from here, keep the left leg as is, turn the right toes out. And yes, goddess pose. And then maybe for this one, you want to challenge yourself and bring the elbows out wide. So this is a symbol of strength, of power, taking up space. And don't be afraid to feel this. It's not in our everyday to do this pose. Maybe you do, that's awesome. We should do more of this, I feel like. And then straighten out those arms. I know it's getting heavy. Good, and then warrior two back to the right. It's kind of amazing, our own body weight we don't need weights. I feel like, I mean, it'd be great too, to add more strength, but if you just hold up your arms enough, they are gonna feel heavy. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale, extended side angle. You guys got this, ribs in, tailbone long, half or full bind, up to you. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle pose. Very good. And still lengthening through the spine. Lengthen right side body, left side body. Both of your legs are long. Yeah, get into it. Good. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale into your forward fold to the center. All right, in this wide-legged fold, you have the option, you can take the interlaced hands behind your back. That's more shoulder work. Or you can go with knee into prone frog, continuing on this goddess kind of trend. Descend into your inner thigh stretch. Find 90-degree angles at your knees. Relax your neck by looking right and left. This is also a nice prep for middle splits. So wherever you are, if you're on your feet or on your knees, just continue to find that steady rhythm of your breath. Those in prone frog, bring your toes together behind you. That's how you will get out of it. And forward fold, everyone. Inhale, rise, hands to hips. And warrior two to the right side. So good, you guys. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale your way down, however you choose to get there. And we'll meet in a downward facing dog while I check our time. Perfect. Good. Down dog. Okay, in these next few moments, you have a few choices. So you can go into pigeon pose, right leg, or if you're enjoying kind of that strengthening feeling, you'll go into your Pincha Mayurasana, your forearm stand. So I'll go ahead and demo here for a moment. If you have a wall, go ahead, find a wall. Shift, lift, tip, and then eventually it will stack. Alright, so whatever you're doing, you're in pigeon or you're in pincha. Just breathe. You guys are all so powerful inside and out. Alright, those in pigeon, slowly lean into the left knee, half splits, right leg extends. And then bend your right knee, slide the right leg back, take a hold of the right foot with the left hand, go in for your tiger pose. Nice, and release. Going in for the left side of your pigeon pose. If you're done, if you want to play with pincha some more, you can. This hip release feels pretty good too after all the goddess poses, warrior twos, chair. Lots of glute strengthening in today's class. Inhale, rise to the hands, slide into the right knee. Release your left leg straight, half splits. Make sure your left knee joint is protected here. Bend it a little bit. Engage your core, engage your quad. Next, bend your left knee. Swing the left leg back. Take a hold of the right or the left foot with your right hand. Expand. Nice, and release. Good, last thing, slide your legs through, place your feet on the floor, and then give yourself a big hug here as you round forward, just releasing your low back. If you want a little bit more low back release, just straighten the legs out a bit more. Look side to side. Maybe a seated twist if you'd like that. Nice, and go all the way down to your back. Find your reclined cow face pose, left knee on top of the right. Getting a little bit into the hip. And then stack, switch, right knee over left. And then from here, you have a few options. You got bridge, wheel, plow pose, shoulder stand, or happy baby. When we go with happy baby, feel free to take any of those other variations. Plow, bridge. Nice, and then bring knees together, whatever you're doing, take your time, and lay it all the way down into your restful Shavasana. Hug your shoulder blades underneath. Palms open, rest your entire body. And take a breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Good, inhale. Exhale. And just let yourself rest. Aware of your strength and your power. Feeling balanced. Feeling complete. Tuck the chin a little bit more, lengthen the back of the neck. Good. Inhale an awakening breath. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, knees into your chest. Rock and roll a few times. Good. And then meet me in seated pose. Hands to your thighs. Do a few neck rolls here one way. And the other way. Very good. Stack your spine. Inhale, arms up. Then exhale, thumbs to your sternum. And then down to your rib cage. And just feel into that strength. Take it with you into the weekend. We bow forward, sealing in our practice. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. I hope you're feeling strong and you're feeling really good, ready for the weekend.